sports. It's in the game.
This is one of those offensive performances that I'll never forget. What a game.
day. From M&T Bank Stadium in Baltimore, Maryland.
For a berth in the AFC Championship game, off we go in the divisional round of the NFL playoffs. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here's Achane to start the drive. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Waddle, the motion man, right. And he'll get it here on the touch pass. And a great read by the secondary. They come up to stop that touch pass before it can even get back to the line. Crowd getting in it a bit already. Here's an early 3rd and 10. Back to throw. Levy. And a throw there going to be incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent, and that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
Pulled in at the 24. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A terrific return. 30 yards all in all. And the Ravens set up well to begin their drive as it'll begin in enemy territory already. Play action. Now Jackson. Finds his man. It's Kohler. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. That's good for 28 yards. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. Now it's Jackson. Going right back to Kohler. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. And perhaps now close to the first points of this divisional round game as it's 1st and goal. Forced out to his left. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Lamar Jackson, a 3-yard touchdown run. And the Ravens are on the board first here in this division round matchup. The point after through the raindrops, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Scoring summary, 3-play drive. And it was capped off by the touchdown run that came from Lamar Jackson. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Miami's offense set and ready to go. And for them, maybe a little carryover from last week's game. They got the win on the road in the wild card round, on the road here again in the divisional round, but they're hanging tough.
Hey, cue a little music, right? Well, they're on the road again. I mean, this has been kind of the mantra they're under right now, and they can't change it. The season dictated what would happen with them, right? They had to go on the road for the first round for the playoffs. They're on the road again, and sometimes teams get really comfortable with that. Not only the idea of going on the road and shocking the world, but just, hey, it's just us. We don't have to worry about outside distractions. It's just us. Let's go play.
It becomes that us against the world mentality, doesn't it?
And while it may be overplayed, you know, in the media, it's real when it comes time to play ball.
This will be caught. It's Waddle. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion. The big play has them all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. Achane gets it from the gun. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes.
And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. Loss of 10 as multiple defenders get to him. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
Every offense tells you they want to come out and start fast. That's not unusual at all. But this group, they've yet to get much rolling through their first 2 drives. It looks like they're going to have to give up the football again after this one.
And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. And that one hits a little too close to the goal line, and it continues into the end zone for a touchback. Baltimore set to take over here for their second possession of the game. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. They go play action now. Jackson. That's complete. It's Zay Flowers with it. Down the right sideline. He may go. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Zay Flowers, an 80-yard touchdown. And the Ravens are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Tucker with the extra point, and it's now 14-0. Those are the ones the offensive coordinators dream about. One-play drives from that distance. What an effort. It results in the touchdown. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over. They're forced to play catch-up early in this division round game as they search for a seat in the AFC Championship round. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Looking to throw. Levy. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down. They needed 3. He doubled that. He got 6. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. It's Dolphins football here as we begin the 2nd quarter. Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete.
With a rookie quarterback out there, you're definitely going to find out how he handles adversity because this one so far hasn't gone according to plan. He's got to fight through it and show him what he's made of.
Oh, looking for Waddle, but it's intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Armour-Davis. And the Ravens will have the football as this is taken up past the 30. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
Meanwhile, Jackson's throw caught by Kohler. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. They'll roll him out right. The quick feet by Jackson. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, 1st down. Jackson. And this is going to be hauled in by the tight end Andrews. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Mark Andrews, 41 yards. And the Ravens continue to show why it pays to play at home in the postseason as they add on to their lead. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and it's now 21-0. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. And out come the Dolphins now. And work with me here. Is this overhyped or not? You've got a warm weather team on the road in January, and it's cold. What's the deal? Is that a factor? Is it not a factor?
I think a lot of it depends on the personality of your head coach and how you prepare for things. And some things you just can't prepare for. If you're coming from a warm weather site, you can't make it cold enough like it is here in this ball game. But what you can do is just tell the guys, dress for the weather, and then play like we always play. And as the game goes along, typically those guys out there playing, you warm up enough that it really shouldn't affect you quite the same way. Now, if that's all you talk about, if you put that in the heads of your players, it'll affect them in a big way.
On third down, Levy. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
I know this offense was expecting to do big things, but it certainly hasn't turned out that way, at least not through the first 3 drives. They're definitely got to put their heads together and start concocting some offense that'll move the ball downfield.
That's fielded at the 8-yard line. Now, a nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And the Ravens, they'll take over. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 26-yard line. This is caught. It's Cooks. And in for the Ravens touchdown. Brandon Cooks, 26 yards. And the Ravens are able to add on to their first half lead. Tucker with the extra point, and that makes the score 28-0. The drive there only spanning 3 plays, and it's capped off with a Ravens touchdown. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They trail early on the road in the playoffs. Not a great combination as they've got it 1st and 10. Over the middle, and it's incomplete.
Well, this defense is certainly organized and playing off of each other because the rush is providing pressure and the coverage is forcing incompletions and capitalizing on mistakes. When you get every level on defense hitting it once, you get first half scores just like this one.
And this offense on 3rd down today, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. Back to throw. Levy. Short throw hauled in by Trimble. And they will rally and stop him short of the first down. They get him to the ground at the 26. The Dolphins will send out the punter now. He's been one of their few bright spots so far. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And he fields it cleanly. There he goes, right side. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. That'll go down as a 92-yard punt return score. And the Ravens have taken a 5-touchdown lead. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that makes this 35-0 now. Well, we know he has home run hitting ability in the punt return department, and he showcases it there all the way back for 6. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And this not an easy situation. You're down early in the elements. You're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness, maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature, to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense.
These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Levy.
Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
The Dolphins will send out the punter now. He's been terrific so far. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. This is taken at the 15. Oh, able to avoid him. Well, that looked for a second like he might take it all the way, but as it stands, it's still a massive return. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. Jackson now off the bootleg.
Pass on the crossing route is complete. This is Andrews.
And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. A good pickup there, 21 yards. Throwing now, Jackson on 1st down.
Yet again, targeting and fighting Mark Andrews. And the Ravens are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line.
Play action. It's Jackson sliding out of the pocket. And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. From 3 yards out.
And the Ravens have taken a 6-touchdown lead.
Tucker with the extra point, and a rout is on here in this 1st half. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive, and it's capped off by the Baltimore score. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25.
The Dolphins ready to take over on offense. Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
On 3rd and 2, Levy.
He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
The Dolphins will send out the punter now as they're forced to kick for the 6th time today. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And did they keep it in? They did. They kept it in. It's down close to the goal line at the 1-yard line.
You rarely call your punter a weapon, but he certainly was there. How about that? Pinning him down at the 1-yard line and helping out the defense in a big way. I'm telling you what, if I'm a defensive coordinator, I might be thinking safety right now.
Now Jackson back into his end zone.
That's caught. It's Flowers. Down the sideline he goes. How about this? He's to the 10.
And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown.
Zay Flowers.
2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far.
And the Ravens will extend their lead in the final minute of the half.
Jackson here, he's going to look to throw, eluding the pressure right. And they are just not going to let up as he is into the end zone here for 2 more. And with a successful 2-point try, the QB rolling out, I would imagine on the defense that makes it tough. When he goes out, he's got the option to run or pass.
Yeah, it really does. If you decide not to bring extra people or extra pressure, maybe you have to have a spy on the quarterback, someone to account for him, because oftentimes that is the unaccounted for player.
And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
And this ball recovered by the offense. But remember, they cannot advance it here in the final 2 minutes of the half. So this will be blown dead, and it'll come back to the spot of the fumble. So danger averted for the moment, but now here's a 3rd and long.
Not wanting to risk another sack, they'll play it safe with a run. And they'll indeed stop him on 3rd down. And now what do you want to do with your timeouts? The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. A call for a fair catch, and it's made at about the 23-yard line. Officially, that'll be a 63-yard punt. Well done. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They'll throw on 1st down with Jackson. And that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
He'll buy some time right. The quick feet by Jackson. And they work this well upfield across the 45. So it's on to halftime.
A look around the NFL. We'll have to wait for postgame because we are moving right through halftime and on to the 3rd quarter.
Win or go home, that's the name of the game, and we're back underway with the second half of this AFC divisional round.
And we'll see a return here from the end zone.
The lane opens here. He's past the 30.
And a good return, able to get out across the 35 to the 36. Zay Flowers and the Raven offense back onto the field.
Not a bad day at the office there. Maybe he would like the catch number to go up a little bit, but I think most guys would say 2 catches, 2 touchdowns. That's okay.
I think if the catch number goes up, we start talking about the record books, because at that pace, this type of efficiency, oh yeah, I think I'd throw it to him a little bit more often.
This 2nd and 4.
Here's Jackson to throw. Flushed out right. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's 3rd down. And they're going to hurry back to the line now.
That is caught. He's going to pick up the 1st down and then some. Down the left sideline. Touchdown.
Brandon Cooks. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far.
And the Ravens are pouring it on.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. So here are the Dolphins now. They get ready for their first possession of the 2nd half.
The drive starts with a run from Achane. Knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play. 2nd down.
Looking to throw. Levy. His throw incomplete.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
To throw on 3rd down. Levy. That one caught by Tyreek Hill.
And he is going to have the Dolphins 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Back to throw. Levy. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Another attempt, another incompletion, and when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it into a long gain or make people miss downfield. They've got to have points, and the guys who can put the ball in the end zone, they're the ones that need to touch the ball.
These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Looking to throw. Levy. Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going. The Dolphins will send out the punter now, as he'll come on to kick this one away. And this one hits at the 1, continues on into the end zone for a touchback. Brandon Cooks and the rest of the offensive crew trotting back into place out there. He's been his typical solid and reliable self, hasn't he, Charles?
When you have that go-to receiver that you can count on in the situation where you absolutely have to have him, there's nothing better for anybody who's throwing the football. But the best part is the payoff. 2 touchdowns already. That's the bottom line when you throw the ball to a guy.
Absolutely. Not over 100 yards right now, but he does have 2 touchdown catches. Throwing on 1st down, it's Jackson. They set up the screen to Chubb. And he's got some space here. Still shedding tackles. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. What a play that turns out to be. 36 yards. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Buying time to his left. The quick feet by Jackson. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Lamar Jackson, a 12-yard touchdown run. And the Ravens extend their lead yet again. They'll look to throw. Rolling to his right. And, boy, talk about adding insult to injury. He's into the end zone to tack on 2 more.
Personally, I'd rather see him kick the extra point there than to go for 2, but it almost feels like there's a story within the story here. I mean, this isn't college. You know, size of victory, that matters in those games. Here, all you have to do is win by 1 point. That's all that you need. Instead, they go for it, get 2. You have some pretty ticked off folks on the other sideline now.
1st down Miami as they get set to start the drive.
Well, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable. Now, a win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
On 3rd down, Levy. And that's incomplete.
And you can tell just by looking at him that this offense is a frustrated unit. Things are really unraveling here, and as a head coach, time to earn your paycheck. You've got to find a way to keep it together as that brings up another 4th down.
This is fielded at the 7. Oh, he faked it with a juke. Now he's got some room. And there he goes again. And he will score. Touchdown, Baltimore. One of the best punt returns we'll see, 93 yards. And the Ravens get another 3rd quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. Tucker with the extra point, and the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. So his big play capability in full display there as he's able to return that punt for a touchdown. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, That is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
Looking to throw on second down. Levy. That caught by Trimble. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for third down. Going to need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing. Throwing on third and long. Levy. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And now off to the races down the right side. And he will bring this back. It's a pick six and a Raven touchdown. Well, CD, we have seen it many times throughout the course of the season. This defense coming up large and snagging a big takeaway. But here they get not just the takeaway, 6 points as well.
And you just knew that for this team to advance, it had to get a big performance from this unit. And to this point, they've delivered.
And he is not going to get to the goal line. And for the first time here this afternoon, they are thwarted on the two-point conversion. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive.
Well, it's a game that they would rather probably forget about, at least to this point, Charles. And one reason is turnovers. A turnover on the last.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it.
1 quarter remains for the right to advance to the AFC title game. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. Facing the prospect of a punt from their own end zone, they need some cushion. Let's see what they can do on third down.
Achane here, they stay on the ground.
And he's going to be taken down shy of the 5-yard line. Call it a gain of 3, and it'll bring up fourth down. The Dolphins will send out the punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. So a short drop, but he's able to get it out, and this is a good kick. Taking it about the 36. A beautiful fake.
A good head-down running on the return gets about 15 yards.
And the Ravens set up well to begin their drive as it'll begin in enemy territory already. Off the play fake, here's Jackson. He's letting it fly for Cooks. And he's got it inside the 10. And in for the Ravens touchdown. Brandon Cooks saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game.
And the Ravens are drawing closer to a date in the AFC title game as they extend this 4th quarter lead.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Their hopes of advancing past this divisional round hanging by a thread, if that, as they begin here with a 1st and 10 on the wrong side of the scoreboard. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
Let's go, defense. Let's get off the field, defense.
Back to throw. Levy.
A quick throw there is incomplete. He was looking for Jalen Waddle there.
And now it's 3rd down.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the 1st down.
To throw on 3rd down. Levy. And that will be incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
This is brought in at the 21. Almost outkicked his coverage there. 48-yard punt, but 10 on the return.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
And we move to spotlighting Brandon Cooks. So far, he has the trio of touchdowns. Obviously, it's been a pretty good game for him.
So if this were hockey, they'd be throwing their hats out on the ice for the hat trick, right? I'm not sure exactly what you do in the NFL except applaud and continue to hope you see a little bit more of this. What a tremendous game.
You want to start a new tradition? What can we throw on the field?
I don't know.
Throw your mic out there.
A lot of fans would like that. Cut his mic off.
And this is taken in at the 5. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. A gain of 39 that time.
And even with the game seemingly in hand, they're continuing to fire away, pressing the ball down the field. Listen, it's worked all day. No reason to go away from it now.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal. To throw is Jackson. Got a man, it's caught for a Ravens touchdown. Charlie Kohler from 3 yards out. And the Ravens add 6 more to their point total, and they're on cruise control right now here in the 4th. Tucker with the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Miami set to take over.
And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And, okay, all right, I'm being facetious here. But you get points. You feel a little bit better about your...
Down the numbers. There he goes. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw.
Open man is Waddle, complete.
And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays. So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 right at the 40. Looking to throw.
Levy. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete. Now a 2nd and 10.
Back to throw again. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. They'll wind up losing a full 9 yards here on the sack. Now it's 3rd down. And you hate to say it with a rookie quarterback. He's done some good things, but overall, looked a little bit overwhelmed back there, hasn't he?
He certainly has. But in his defense, he hadn't had a lot of time to throw the football. You like the way I said that? In his defense.
In his defense. I got it.
You see what I did there?
Yeah, he needs better protection, that's for sure.
And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked off by Jalen Armour-Davis.
And he's just across midfield and down at the 49-yard line.
Oh, my goodness, CD. I mean, this defense just continuing to dominate. They're really dominating on both sides of the ball. But for the defense, that's now 3 interceptions for them here in this ball game.
And what a great teaching tape for this defensive coordinator, right? When they go back and review this game, what does he always tell us that he preaches to his team? We're going to lead the league in effort. Well, they're doing that in this game as well as making big plays.
That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. Rolling to his left. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
Well, that was all Lamar Jackson all the time on that drive, both through the air and in the end with the touchdown run.
Yeah, how about him doing things a little bit on the reverse side there, Brandon, because he softened him up throwing the football and opened up the running lanes. And when he gets a little bit of a sliver, he's gone. And that's exactly what he did there.
I think this is just going to be a function of the times we live in now. Very similar to the bat flip in baseball. Everyone's got to start to get comfortable with this. But to me, this is just rubbing it in. You got a big lead. Go ahead and take the extra point. One thing to keep in mind, though, karma's still out there, and sometimes it has a way of catching up with you.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive.
Well, I hate to say it, but at this point, I don't really know that they're playing to win with this deficit in the fourth quarter. They're just trying to erase that 0 on the scoreboard, Charles, and get some type of momentum to carry into the film session tomorrow.
If you get any type of points on the board, it'll count as a moral victory, although no one will talk about that in the post-game press conference. That's not something you mentioned in the NFL. And this loss, it already stings and will for a while. But everyone that offense knows it'll sting a lot worse if they don't put some points up on the board.
So here's a 3rd and 14. And this one incomplete. And another throw that really could have been, maybe should have been intercepted. That would have been number 4. Instead, it's 4th down.
And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. This is fielded at the 27. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. Good blocking there. Nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And the Ravens, they'll take over. Baltimore with good starting field position as they come up 1st and 10 at the 45.
Throw caught by Flowers.
And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Oh, Jackson's going to throw it. Steps away. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. From the red zone now, here's Jackson on 1st down. Escaping the pressure right. And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown.
So, my man, another touchdown. They're looking like the #1 seed that they earned throughout the year. Looking pretty dominant right now.
We knew the road to the Super Bowl would run right through this stadium. Somebody's going to have to come in here and beat these guys. Good luck. I don't think it's happening this weekend.
No, definitely not this weekend. And for anyone else out there, bring your game.
Buyer beware. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive.
At this point, partner, things looking pretty bleak. They still haven't scored here in the 4th quarter, facing the big deficit. What silver linings, what can they look to do here offensively?
You know, it's funny. I talked about this with a coach in the offseason and kind of had this scenario, like what feels good to you and what feels good to your team. You're down big. You really have like 1 possession left, and you're trying to put points on the board that don't matter. But do they? And he told me they actually do matter. And in this situation, he's going to try and run the best offense he can run to have at least a little bit of confidence to take away from that game. So right now, they're going to try their best to get something up on the board and not get shut out.
That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter at EA Madden NFL. The Ravens are victorious here as we say so long from Baltimore.
day. From
The winner here goes to the Super Bowl, and we'll know soon enough which team that'll be as we are underway in the AFC title game.
No run back here on the opening kickoff as we'll start at the 25. Time to see what Patrick Mahomes can do here with his first possession. The quarterback out of Texas Tech getting set to lead this KC Chiefs offense.
And we can talk all we want about football being a team game and leaning on different parts and aspects in order to get it done. And that's entirely true during the regular season. Some weeks it's the defense, the special teams, running the football. But in the playoffs, all the pressure reverts to the quarterback, and he has to play well and play at a really high level in order for his team to win.
They'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play at second down. Looking to throw is Mahomes. Throwing into traffic there, and that's complete. They'll give him 4 yards there, and it brings up 3rd and 5 now.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
Now Mahomes.
Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Shotgun snap to Mahomes.
He'll get this complete to Kadarius Toney.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That's now a pair of explosive plays in succession, both north of 20 yards. On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. Firing quickly here, and that's complete.
And he's going to be taken down right at the 10-yard line. So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10.
And again, it's Mahomes. And it's caught. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. Now here's Mahomes. And he's going to be dropped. Back at the 15-yard line.
David Ojabo running in to take him down.
On 3rd and long, it's Mahomes.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And he will bring this back. It's a pick 6 and a Raven touchdown.
It's only the first quarter. That's a quick shift of momentum right there because they were driving the football before that interception. And then not only, Charles, do they throw the pick, but it gets returned all the other way for the score.
I think the important thing here was it backed up in their own territory. This defense didn't blink. They hung in there, waited for the offense to make a mistake. And as soon as they did, they capitalized in the biggest way possible.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Kansas City taking the field for their second drive.
Remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick 6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage.
Set of downs started. They need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains.
Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him.
David Ojabo.
Now 2 sacks for him already here in this first quarter of play.
4th down, so Kansas City sends out Tommy Townsend.
Taken from just outside the 30. Nice job on the run back there. He'll get 23 yards all told.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
They go play action with Jackson.
They're looking deep here for Flowers.
And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown.
Zay Flowers.
46 yards.
And the Ravens are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And that'll make the score 14-0. Tucker now following the made field goal, set to kick it away.
And Hardman going to go ahead and sit on this one as it'll come out to the 25.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They've been outplayed early, no question. Down 14-0 already as they come up 1st and 10. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at 2nd down. Mahomes now to throw. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
Throwing now is Mahomes. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
On is the punter Townsend as he gets this one away.
This is taken at the 15.
A nice return that time of about 14 yards.
And out will come the offense as they take over. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. Now Jackson on 1st down. Now they go screen. It's complete. They can't tackle him. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this 1st quarter. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. And this one complete to Simpson.
Now he's loose down the left sideline.
Touchdown! A big play there. 57 yards.
And the Ravens continue to show why it pays to play at home in the postseason as they add on to their lead.
Tucker with the extra point, and that makes the score 21-0. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
Hardman will elect not to bring this out, and the football will be on the 25-yard line.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And this, you'd hate to say that a drive in the first half must end in points, but you're down 21-0. They're going to have to get something going fairly quickly.
I would agree totally with that, because if you're going to mount the comeback, it's going to have to come in bits and pieces. It doesn't just all come at one time, right? We haven't seen anything more than a 6-point touchdown ever in this game, right? So that's how it has to be done. Get points on the board now. Start your comeback, but you're exactly right. Let's get it going right here in this spot.
Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted.
Picked up by Marcus Williams. And he will bring this back. It's a pick-6 and a Raven touchdown.
I mean, at this point, CD, what is not going their way in this first half? After that pick-6, they now have a 4-possession lead here.
And that allows them to say to themselves, how about we get everybody involved, okay? Because this one is a runaway, and it's looking like it's going to be even more of a runaway. Everybody gets a chance to play and get a little bit of love. The more guys that get to watching the highlight reels from this one, the better.
And bring this out to the 25. No return there for Hardman.
So now here are the Chiefs as their offense makes their way back out onto the field.
And not the first time that they're coming back out off of a turnover, but the last one really hurt Charles with that pick six.
And it feels like the whole team's infected right now, doesn't it? It's not just been one person. It's kind of been a group effort where the mistakes have happened. Can they put that aside, kind of start over, and put together a nice drive?
And a loose football, and it's picked up by the Ravens. There he goes left side. And this is going to be brought back for a Baltimore touchdown.
Well, Charles, I mean, things just seem to be getting worse and worse for one sideline. Or flip it over after that fumble return for a touchdown. Better and better on the opposite end. What an impressive first-half performance.
And, partner, I know the saying in the NFL goes that no lead is safe. But I will say that this one seems pretty secure. And if we continue to see plays like that, I'm going to switch back and say this lead is safe.
Hardman, he is not going to bring this out, so they will start the drive at the 25.
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll try and start this drive in the air.
And Mahomes misfires again, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Armour-Davis.
And he will bring this back. It's a pick six and a Raven touchdown. Now Tucker to add the PAT. And the route is on here in this first half. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick six. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
And Hardman going to go ahead and sit on this one as it'll come out to the 25. And Kansas City's offense now set and ready to go.
And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here. The Chiefs on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This will be a tough 3rd and 18. Mahomes going to throw. This one complete to Mecole Hardman. And he's not going to sniff the first down here. He stopped at the 25.
On 4th down, Tommy Townsend to punt for Kansas City.
He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. This is taken at the 18. Great blocking on the return. It springs him for 25. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going.
It has been about as perfect of a start to this game as these guys could have asked for, Charles. They've scored on their first 2 drives. They still haven't given anything up on the other side of the ball, so they can already make this a 3-score game here if they can come away with points on this drive.
Yeah, they're almost pushing them to the brink, aren't they, partner? Almost to the point now where it's a loss of words for me, which I know would excite all of our viewers, but you're just now supposed to see that type of dominance so quickly in a game like this. Everything they've done has been working so far. Offense, defense, you name it, it's going well for them.
And he's out of bounds, almost gets to the 10. The catch and run pays off to the tune of 35 yards.
This offense is looking very comfortable here in this first half. Very relaxed, very smooth, very efficient. No wasted motions. Things are definitely going their way, and they continue to move the ball downfield.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
In the red zone, precision is the watchword. If the throw's a little too early, too late, maybe off a little bit, going to be a good chance that any attempt is going to be a contested one, and that one falls incomplete.
And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. Dancing to his left.
There's Flowers. He's got it. Touchdown, Ravens.
A great effort there. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far.
And the Ravens continue to pull away here in this first half.
They'll try and throw for it. And they don't get it. They tried for the 2-point conversion there, but unsuccessful.
I don't know about you, but I can't wait for a few years of 2-point tries and see what the data tells us, because a lot of teams want to throw the ball in this situation. This time, unsuccessfully. I just wonder if maybe running the ball might be the way to go.
With it moved up from the 3 to the 2, you attempts at running.
I think stats over time may bear out that running the ball will at least be the equal of throwing it in that situation.
Throwing on first down is Mahomes. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. To throw, it's Mahomes. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Morris. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Mahomes now on first down. Looking middle, and that's complete. And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46. Now another timeout called for by the offense, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half.
Mahomes' throw complete there to Rice.
And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 41-yard line. Here's Mahomes to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey.
Well, CD, you know, when you mentioned earlier about spreading the ball around in this game, I don't think you mentioned the guys in the other uniform. With 4 interceptions here in the first half, and several different guys have picked him off.
Yeah, and instead of analyzing what's going wrong with him.
It's caught inside the 25. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Mark Andrews, as the first half is winding down. And the Ravens would extend their lead here just before halftime. Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And a rout is on here in this first half.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away.
And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. Yeah, who has time for a halftime show with a trip to the Super Bowl on the line? Let's get back to it. One more half to decide who takes home the Lamar Hunt Trophy as we're back underway in this AFC Championship.
And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Out come the Ravens now. They'll go on offense first here in this third quarter.
And I think here with the lead, CD, they have to resist that temptation of kind of looking ahead. Would you agree?
Absolutely, I would agree, because they know the stakes. They know the winner of this game goes to the Super Bowl. And this one, it's far from over. They were the better team in the first half, but they do know that they're facing their toughest opponent of the year. And they've got to be prepared for them to fight it out all the way and add a few extra wrinkles in the second half as well. They need to stay on guard.
Now he's loose again.
And all the way down to the 33-yard line. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Throwing is Jackson. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. And the offense moving quickly to the line. Throwing now, Jackson on first down. Being chased out left. The quick feet by Jackson. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. Now it's Jackson. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the second half. That's just his second incompletion.
Well, if he's that locked in, that means everyone's locked in, because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit, a lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
And in for the Ravens touchdown. Charlie Kohler from 6 yards away.
And the Ravens take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead.
Tucker with the extra point, and the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. So the drive there took 6 plays.
And it was finished off by Charlie Kohler's touchdown catch.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
Hardman will elect not to bring this out, and the football will be on the 25-yard line.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. A give to the fullback on the dive. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. He'll drop to throw. Throw left side, completion to Rice. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
Here's 3rd and 6.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going. Here's the Chiefs punter now. He's been one of their few bright spots so far. And he fields it cleanly. He gets away from one. There he goes, right side. He had his sights on the end zone, no doubt, but is brought down after a huge return there. And this is going to set up a 1st and goal from the 5. A very short field to work with now. 1st and goal after the great punt return. They'll roll him out right. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Lamar Jackson, a 5-yard touchdown run.
And the Ravens just continue to roll.
Jackson here, he's going to look to throw. And this is going to be caught. Well, not sure about the need to go for 2, but they get it and extend this lead out even further.
I guess when you're hot, you're hot. I mean, I would just go ahead and take the extra point and move on, but apparently they've got something to prove. Almost feels like something was said this week, and they wanted to make sure that they laid it on them in this game.
And out come the Chiefs now.
Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
Mahomes to throw on 2nd down. And his throw here is incomplete. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. From the gun, it's Mahomes. And a quick throw here. The ball comes out, but this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same.
He's thankful right now for that sideline because it could have been a fumble loss, instead just a fumble, though they will have to punt it down.
You're right about that, but do you think there's ever been a player happier to see his own punter go on the field than him?
No.
I mean, not at all, right? How fortunate is he that they got a chance to punt it away, and it's not just a turnover at the spot.
An excellent return that time, 26 yards. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
Well, this offense, this team, they are rolling right now, Charles. They've scored on 3 straight possessions. You look at the scoreboard, and they pretty much right now got this thing on cruise control.
Yeah, and this is that time of game where you and I have to be prepared, right? Isn't this kind of like that empty the bucket time where you have to go into your blowout material and make sure we have some different things? That's what we're staring at.
And this is caught. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown.
Zay Flowers
saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game.
And the Ravens get another 3rd quarter touchdown to add on to that lead.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Kansas City offense now as they get set to take over.
Well, the disparity in this game, it just seems to grow with each possession here, Charles. They are really struggling. They have not put up a single point, and on the other side, the points keep piling up and up and up.
So you know the frustration level has to be rising, right? So they've got to find a way to quell that, because otherwise they certainly won't get anything done in this one. Keep diving deeper into the offensive playbook, but bottom line is don't quit competing.
Working from the gun, Mahomes. Finding Hardman here over the middle. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8.
They need 2. Here's 3rd down.
They'll look to throw here. And unable to connect. If he had caught it, it would have been a 1st down. Instead, it's 4th. Here's the Chiefs punter now. He's been terrific so far. This is taken at the 10. A great return there of 22 yards.
Zay Flowers and his offense about to begin their next drive.
This defense, they wouldn't mind not seeing him again for a while. 3 trips to the end zone. How about that?
I think right now they would happily go to their general manager and say, is there any way you could get a trade for him? Bring him over to our team so we don't have to cover him anymore? Because he is really having a heck of a ball game, isn't he?
Boy, he is. I don't know that mid-game trade's going to happen, but good thought. The throw here to Andrews, the tight end. And down inside the 15 he goes. On 1st down, they'll run with Chubb. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. 1 quarter remains until we crown the AFC champion. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. From the 5 now, 2nd and a yard. Play action. Now Jackson. There's Flowers. He's got it. Touchdown, Ravens. A 5-yard touchdown catch. And the Ravens are closing in on a Super Bowl berth now as they extend their 4th quarter lead. They'll look to throw. And unable to connect. They don't get the 2-point conversion here.
I know we could sit up here and dance around it a little bit, but going for 2 in this situation, somebody doesn't like someone else. There's no doubt in my mind.
Well, what they couldn't see is you lean back in your chair and you went, yeah, it's not a good decision. They didn't get it, though.
Yeah, I don't think you can just say, well, my kicker's hurt in this spot. No, okay.
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes.
David Ojabo
getting him once again his 3rd sack of the afternoon. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. Back to throw here.
Now, quick throw there, going to be batted away and incomplete.
The Chiefs on 3rd down. A pretty anemic, a very anemic 1 for 9 thus far. This will be 3rd and forever. They'll set up to throw. And now here is another interception. Picked up by Marcus Williams. And he will bring this down inside the 10 to the 8-yard line. Yet another mistake after the interception there. And, gosh, you look up at the scoreboard, they just got to be thinking this one cannot get over fast enough.
It certainly can't. And also what happens when you get this big of a deficit, you're supposed to make all the right throws, right?
And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Lamar Jackson, an 8-yard touchdown run. And the Ravens continue to pour it on here in the fourth. Tucker with the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. A nice tidy little drive there, getting the ball in excellent field position and only one play to score it. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And bring this out to the 25. No return there for Hardman. KC's offense ready to take over. And their dream of a Super Bowl berth so close 3 quarters ago, but obviously starting to slip away if it hasn't already. They need points. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. Well, partner, I got to tell you, I'm trying to think of something positive to say for this offense, but I'd have to be a spin doctor for that one. This has been a tough performance to watch.
And I think it's hard at this point to actually identify what's really gone wrong. I guess the catch-all is everything. Doesn't sound like real sharp analysis, but I don't have much else for you.
And the scoreboard just lopsided, and it's been ugly from the get-go. He broke that line of scrimmage and then let it fly, and that's an automatic flag.
Yeah, and you don't just lose the 5 yards there, but you lose it down as well. So he obviously needs to have better awareness about what he's going to do. Either tuck it and go or throw it to a target and get that pass away.
That's going to be caught. It's Palmer. Touchdown. Josh Palmer, 33 yards. And the Ravens take the interception on defense and convert it into 6 points. Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Hardman, he is not going to bring this out, so they will start the drive at the 25. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Well, it's been a struggle so far for this offense, Charles. It's not only that they haven't been able to put the points up, but really stringing yards together has been a real issue for them in this one.
I'm so glad you brought up the yardage because I was thinking to myself, we've seen a lot of NFL games and we've seen our share of lopsided contests, but in almost all of them, both offenses have put up at least 200 yards in a game, but not in this one. This has been a display of offense that, frankly, I think the two of us have watched from behind our hands, trying to spread our fingers wide enough to actually see the result.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. They'll drop to throw. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. Here's the Chiefs punter now as he's on to kick it away. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. This will be taken at the 10. Oh, what a juke into space. So possession goes over here on the punt. And they will take over 1st and 10. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard, but they've scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive drives. And this will be caught at the 30. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30.
Jackson's throw into the hands of Andrews.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Meanwhile, Jackson's throw taken in there by Cooks.
And in for the Ravens touchdown. Brandon Cooks, 29 yards.
And the Ravens have got it on cruise control. Jackson and the Ravens still on the field. They'll go for 2.
They'll look to throw again. And this is going to be caught. So add 2 more to the lead as they continue to pour it on here in the 4th. And around the goal line, especially on 2-point tries, sometimes the QB's best friend is that big target, the tight end.
I love how you described it because you know he's going to have some length and some catch radius as well as a big body to keep people away from the football.
And Hardman going to go ahead and sit on this one as it'll come out to the 25. The Chiefs offense set to go. Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
On 1st down, Mahomes. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey.
Down the left sideline.
And he will bring this back. It's a pick 6 and a Raven touchdown. Tucker now to add the point after. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown.
Hardman will elect not to bring this out, and the football will be on the 25-yard line.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive.
And you can sort of sense their dejection. That last pick 6 put the icing on the cake, so to speak, in what has been a rough go for them.
It's now a loose football. The ball comes out.
And the defense says they have it. They do. One play into the ball game, an early turnover.
As they say, this game hasn't exactly been one for the books. I mean, we're into the 4th quarter here, and now this happens, another turnover. Not one that they're going to hold up and say, yeah, this has been a banner day.
Absolutely. Still sitting. He's got a man. Complete.
And that'll be taken in by Andrews for a Ravens touchdown.
A great play there. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Ravens are able to capitalize on the forced fumble by turning it into 6 points.
That's caught. And he will not make it to the goal line as his try for 2 is going to come up empty. But that's little consolation to this defense as they have been porous all game long. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
And bring this out to the 25. No return there for Hardman.
Now the Chiefs offensive unit ready to do battle again.
Now their backs really against the wall now. They knew how tough this would be on the road, AFC title game, and they have gotten all they could handle and then some.
And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him.
Travis Jones never giving up. He works his way to the QB for a loss of 12.
Looking to throw is Mahomes. Throwing middle, and he fumbled it. It's on the ground, and it's picked up by the Ravens.
Racing to the end zone.
And this is going to be brought back for a Baltimore touchdown. So a great play there by the defense. If these guys are going to advance, and it looks like they will, this defense a big reason why.
And they love carrying the mantle for this team, don't they? You see the way that they move around out there? They want to lead this team deeper into the playoffs and hopefully onto the Super Bowl.
And that return for a touchdown certainly helps that cause. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score.
Hardman, he is not going to bring this out, so they will start the drive at the 25.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track.
Morris fighting. He lost the football, and it's picked up by the Ravens.
Okay, this isn't one where you want to take the game tape and hold it up as an example, do you? I mean, you talk about frustrating all the way through. And that last error, I think that crystallizes it, doesn't it?
Absolutely. That's been representative of their entire game still being shut out. His throw caught right around the 6. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Tucker now for the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. Well, the offense wasn't out there for a long time, but they were out there for a good time. One play, and they're able to hit pay dirt.
And Hardman going to go ahead and sit on this one as it'll come out to the 25.
And now here comes Kansas City. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And in fact, we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. Now Mahomes throwing on second down.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up third down.
Now Mahomes. And he can't escape, and down he goes.
David Ojabo.
Who else? He's in there for his 4th sack of the afternoon. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Now Mahomes got to have this one. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Ravens get the football back and in great shape.
1st and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there.
Oh, Jackson's going to throw it. And he's got his man on the out route. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. They get 14 on that one. That's good for a Baltimore 1st down. Now Jackson. This one caught by his tight end, Andrews.
And the Ravens are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line.
Jackson. And give them another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues. Well, they've been part of the cream of the crop in the AFC all season. It's becoming more and more evident that they're going to get a shot to play for that Super Bowl title.
The momentum has been building, and you mentioned how well they've played throughout the season. It's all come together for them, and they are really laser-focused on being that team to represent in the Super Bowl.
They have been dominant in this one. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
Hardman will elect not to bring this out, and the football will be on the 25-yard line. And Kansas City's offense now set and ready to go. Well, CD, it's all window dressing at this point. I mean, the best they can do is end the game with a nice drive to maybe build some momentum to move forward into their next contest.
Yeah, and with how lopsided this game has been, even one score might not do a lot of cosmetic good on the scoreboard, partner, because it's just about looking forward at this point. Get a touchdown here, give yourself some positive momentum and reps to focus on and get back to practice in the next couple of days.
Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Now here's Mahomes. Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle third. He couldn't catch it. Now 3rd down. Back to throw. That is caught. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion. On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes.
And that's going to be incomplete.
Well, these guys are not going to go out with their tails between their legs. They're going to keep taking their shots until the clock's at 000. But that one, like a lot of others, winds up incomplete.
And my goodness, another interception.
Kyle Hamilton picks it, and the Ravens are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 24-yard line.
How about one last great play defensively, and that should, for all intents and purposes, finish off this shutout.
That's as good a defensive performance as we've seen in a long, long time. And I know as a team they will celebrate, but I will guarantee you the defensive guys, they'll get together somewhere and have their own private celebration. A shutout, that's...
And now off to the races down the right side. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. On this stage, conference championship game, every play is magnified, and that was a big play.
No doubt about it. One thing that has these guys a step away from a shot at the big game, their big play ability. They can strike from anywhere.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
And bring this out to the 25. No return there for Hardman.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was really lost. But this is not a situation now where you're going to make up for anything.
We'll see what they do here.
The Ravens are champions of the AFC as we sign off and say goodnight, everybody.
And that will do it for this one. For Charles Davis, myself, and the entire crew, we'll see you in 2 weeks at the Super Bowl.